Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag with a boner pick like it was C.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Today it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the ThunderBirds of Oklahoma City.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they interplay here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, their head coach has got to believe it in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
2nd and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
At the 48-yard line.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 back. Ready?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
60 evil. Trap 60. Take go.
Looking to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oklahoma City, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
An inside run with Judkins.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
19, track, 19, line.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 3-yard line.
Judkins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Thunderbirds are on the board first here this afternoon.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Don't you think?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way.
Inside the 20.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's in to take it in the other way and trying to create points themselves.
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
The Thunderbirds offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Now a toss left side for Judkins.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So going for two, they'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Man, he hits him in stride. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll dump it. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got him. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, here's the option.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Oh.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Once again, Jenkins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down. First and 10 at the 33.
He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but to get zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Set, go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he will take it in for a touchdown. David Njoku, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down and 6 now.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on the last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, 19.
to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oklahoma City, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
70 Lion, 19 Lion. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Go. Ready, go.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And it's Jordan Love. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Black Knights win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Dolphins get the victory here. They win it by 10. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins to the 43, second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run for the gun. It's Jenkins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.